information you're looking for is in the description box down below. And thank you so much for supporting Sikiksyd. If you'd like a personal reading, information is in the description box down below next to the butterfly. Thank you to all of you guys who have been emailing me from all over the world and messaging and DMing and reaching out to me. And you guys are just absolutely phenomenal. I'm so happy that the messages are reaching the right places in the world. Alright? What is the future, Gemini? Spiritual journey, spiritual life. We're filming much earlier today because I promised that I would go out today with some people. So I'm going to be filming way earlier than normal. Okay? What's the future, Geminis? Spiritual journey, spiritual life. Acorns, invitation, touch, exchange, connection. The number 17. Beautiful. So breaks down to an 8. There is a, okay. So, Gemini, this is doing something completely different, okay? Because of the fact you've learned to love yourself unconditionally, right? Venus and Leo, you're now going to be stepping into a sense of example. Meaning you're leading by example, right? A lot of you are astrologers, or you work in the entertainment industry, you work with money. There's also a level of honesty with yourself about how much you value yourself. You are being invited, okay? Or you are inviting someone somewhere. And this is coming from the heart. This is something that was really thought out. Whoever this is, they really thought it out. And recognizing that when you love yourself unconditionally, you are already seen. Meaning you're seeing yourself, right? This is seeing yourself for the very first time. And I feel like because of that, others are seeing you as well, Gemini. Okay? A lot of you are making it out of the dark night of the soul. Due to being able to love yourself unconditionally, due to being able to see all of these things about yourself that maybe you have overlooked simply because it would make it real. This beautiful good folk man is inviting you to touch the world, to enter into a somatic relationship with the world around you and within you. To experience the vitality of the life force that exists in everything, including you, and including your body, with which you may have a conflicted relationship. The good folks know that your body is a beautiful, sacred expression of the spirit and an essential part of the self. They teach that when we reach out and touch, not only do we connect with another, but we are touched in return. Thus, through the act of physical communion, we are touched, held, and nurtured. It cannot be otherwise. For a lot of you, this also represents connecting to somebody physically. So you could be seeing somebody in your physical realm, okay? This can also be like planning to see somebody in person. This is also you being able to have a different sense of the physical manifestation due to the way that you identify with your own body and own self and own senses, okay? This also represents group involvement, brotherhood, fraternities, sororities. This also represents the LGBTQ community. This represents stepchildren. This is about inclusivity. Okay? This is also saying that the impact of touch is so underestimated. But this good folk man wishes to remind you that without touch, you can become sad, depressed, unwell, and your immune system weakens. The touch of the good folks is also touch, slightly different to that of human on human, but it is a physical and energetic exchange nonetheless. While you are alive in your current form, this good folk wants you to know that you must touch and be touched to be whole. Physicality is your friend. Hug, hold hands, rub a back, get or give a massage, rub feet and connect. Allow a butterfly to alight on your finger. Pat a dog, stroke a cat, look into someone's eyes while you sit with knees touching. For this touching is healing and touch has the ability to uplift us, comfort us, soothe us, cure us, and make us vibrate with bliss. Some of you guys, if you've been single for a long time, there can be a sense of not being touched. Like you're maybe you could be very not, like for a lot of you, maybe you're not receiving touch from others. Okay, so you could be receiving touch from your pets, from family, right? Giving a hug to family, these types of different things. You could also practice hugging yourself. I do it all the time. Right? I hug myself, or I hug my pets, or I hug my family. Practicing touch is really significant. Recognizing that you are also able of giving that to yourself by just being more in tune with your body is also very important as well. Touching is an absolutely mutual act. As we touch, we are touched in return. Therefore, it is a way of exchanging energy. There's no way to touch another without being touched in return, and that is why experiencing the physical without guilt, judgment, fear, and shame is an experience of the good folk realm, one which they can teach us so much about. The good folks teach us that the world of the earth, the material world, is, when created consciously and with respect, a precious gift of the spirit. We have the right to honor and experience that gift. Touch and the ecstasy that can come from your physicality is a blessing the Fae wish to remind you of. Explore touch and sensuality and give and receive. Allow yourself to experience your body as a gift of delight, health, friendship, and communion. You will then activate healthy, mutually enriching relationships. This represents a beautiful man, physically appealing, earthy in nature, well embodied, healthy in sexual appetite, who has a strong association with the archetype of Robin Hood or Robin Goodfellow. He has something of the faun or satire pan about him, and while he is a man, truly, he is also there to help his woman by loving and honoring her physicality. A unique aspect of the good folk realm is that it honors both the goddess and the god. Good folks teach us to be vital, to be healthy, and that part of this is to glory in our physical selves and our physical desires. This good folk man is not talking about a kind of base physical gratification, a filling up of a void, an appetite sedated or satisfied. He is speaking of true communal, health, healing, loving touch. As his fingers caress the earth, so he respects and loves the woman, the feminine, the mother, the crone, the maiden. He reminds us that when we touch something, we are in communion with it. We are at one with it. Touch is an energy communion and an energy between two or more people or beings. No one can touch and be left unchanged. When we touch with good folk fingers, super sensitive and fully aware and conscious, we experience the sublime and make better choices about who we touch and who touches us and why. This is massage, this is lovemaking, earthy sensuality, and touch therapies. So maybe you want to touch somebody. If you're this masculine energy, then you'll be wanting to touch somebody, okay? And that can also be how you help heal others, through touch, okay? A lot of you guys want to touch someone. Okay, let's pick a... Hi, Aqua. I'm going to pick a deck for you today. I want to pick this one. All right. I feel like if you're single, you have not been like very sexually active or anything like that. Very like not being touched romantically, maybe. This can also be you being more in touch with your own body, your surroundings, and the things that you do touch, right? I feel like a lot of you are also able to talk to animals. And you have a gift of leadership that is connected to your spiritual journey and spiritual life. You could be a spiritual leader, spiritual healer. Future of Gemini, the Tower. Okay. In your spiritual journey, spiritual life, there is, you have Page of Wands. Okay. Three of Wands. Knight of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. You know what this feels like? It makes me feel like you are embarking on a new journey, right? And it's going to lead you to, I mean, here you have the Tower, Aries, Scorpio, Knight of Swords, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. You have the Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio. You have the Ten of Pentacles, Virgo, and Mercury. You have the Three of Wands, Sun in Aries, and the Seven of Cups, Venus in Scorpio, with the hidden energy being Venus in Virgo. Honestly, this makes me feel like you're embarking on a new journey, right? And you're all by yourself on this. A lot of you are also realizing that this leads you to legacy. It leads you to legacy. And it's an awakening. It's an awakening that, although you have no idea just how, much more abundance you're going to receive by allowing this to happen, by allowing this foundation to fall. It's a psychological foundation. It's also like something that you were putting all this energy and effort into and not talking about. You weren't talking about it, right? But you put all this energy and all this effort into is falling down. And you're leaving, Nine of Swords. And in that process, you're able to develop a fearlessness that now you have nothing left to lose. You head into a legacy. You head into a business that will feed your children's children. You rebel against what you've always known to be true. And it sets you off on this new journey where now you've been planning to do certain things, right? You've been planning, waiting for something to fall down. Now it falls down. It's happening right now. Something is falling down right now. And you were planning something, but you hadn't said it yet, and now you feel like it's time to embark on this journey and to just do it. You have no idea how this is going to turn out. You could be judging yourself very harshly, feeling judged by others very harshly, but realizing that you have to make overall the best judgment for yourself. And you are hearing messages from Spirit. You are being told that you're going in the right direction. With the Nine of Pentacles, this is taking a talent, making it into a trade. This is also independence. Relying on oneself. This almost makes me feel like everything is falling down because you aren't being very realistic. You may have been inspired about something that isn't going to come true, right? Something you really, really wanted to happen, but now you're realizing maybe it's not meant to happen because it's not meant for me. Maybe that job is not really meant for me. That relationship's not really meant for me. For these different things. But it was to set you off onto something so much more abundant. Something that will last. And so the biggest thing you are accepting right now in your spiritual journey is not having control. For a lot of you, this is also a breakup happening for you. Something is blowing up on you. It's a breakup. It's, you know, you found out something about your partner that really shocked you. Could have found out about infidelity, or found out a deal breaker about the relationship that sends you off to a new journey by yourself. For a lot of you, I also see that what you're learning on your spiritual journey, spiritual life, is independence. Is knowing that you're multi-talented, is knowing all the abilities and capabilities and resources that you have, is knowing that you're responsible for making your own abundance. You're in no rush for a relationship with the Nine of Pentacles. You're in no rush. You're realizing that joy is found in a lot of different things. Things that you don't have to stress out about, or try to figure out, does someone like you or not? Is this person single or not? Or is this person going to say something to me or not? No, there are other things to enjoy, like spending time with your family, spending time by yourself, hobbies, different like endeavors that you want to accomplish in business, school, just different things that you can do that you can find love in and find yourself in. And I feel like it does stem from you being more realistic with yourself, being more honest that there's something you really, really wanted to happen. And because it didn't happen, it affected your mood. It affected, are you going to be positive or are you going to be negative? What shifts is your perspective that if it didn't happen, it's because it wasn't meant to. And that you really don't have any control over it regardless. It's more so of accepting. Accepting when things are not meant to be. Accepting when people are not who you think they are. Accepting if you feel like spiritually you should be at a certain point or level and that's not where you are right now, or everything that you believe spiritually is a lie. It's like there's a releasing of that. It's very unbothered, but also well aware. I feel like saying you're very well aware that this had to happen. And that even though you may not end up with a particular person or job or place in your spiritual journey and spiritual life, it's because it wasn't supposed to. We're supposed to. Because there's more for you in the world to explore and to experience. I feel like if you really wanted something or someone, you gave up, or someone gave up on you. To focus on themselves. That was the lesson. That was karma. That was balance. A lot of you are also going through some kind of divorce, or whatever you've been giving out into the universe is now coming back to you. Whether you think it's fair or not. Okay? This has been your reading. If you'd like a personal reading, information in the description box down below next to the butterfly. Thank you so much for coming. This is also impacting your family and your relationship if you're in one. Okay? You are being invited to something through a wands, but it's from someone from a different country or state, or you could be inviting somebody. Alright, this has been your reading. Personal reading information in the description box down below next to the butterfly. I'll say.